Okay, here's another battle report. This was for a small local tournament. It's 2,500 points. Special characters are allowed, so I decided to bring Sigvald the Magnificent. I like him. Um, this is game one, battle line out of 3 games. Cover my list quickly, left to right. Got 10 dogs, the Hell Cannon, 8 ogres of Slaanesh with full command, 18 warriors of Slaanesh with full command and hand weapon shield. Got a level 2 sorcerer of Slaanesh. Took the shadow lore with the +1 spell item, and in that unit with him is Sigvald. We got another unit of 18 warriors of Slaanesh with hand weapon shield, battle center bearer with +1 to hit sword and chronic command. And then another level 2 Slaanesh sorcerer using shadow, had the dispel scroll, good old Shaggy, and 10 more dogs. My opponent Karen, she was playing Wood Elves. She's pretty new, and it was interesting to play. So she took 17 Wild Riders, the big cavalry unit. She got a little tree man on the left. That's Orion with 2 hounds in the center. 2 units of archers. One of them has the Sprigtide banner. A level 2 spell singer in the back. Another tree man, and I think it's 16 dryads. Yeah, we rolled go first, and I won with my chaos. So on to turn 1. Okay, turn 1, I just moved up. My right sorcerer had the pendulum, and I figured I would try the big version to try to hit the tree man, even though Orion gives you an extra 2 to spell dice, and I think she was tied on me for casting the spell. I irresistibly cast it off, and then proceeded to roll plenty of distance, but rolled a 1 to wound the tree man, and lost a few warriors for my trouble, and my wizard wounded himself. Great first turn for chaos. On to the Wood Elf's first turn. Alright, Wood Elf's turn 1. Basically marching up to answer my guys. Tree man went all the way forward. He's not scared of anything on the left there. So did the dryads on the right. In the magic phase, nothing happened. Nothing of note. All she has is the Wild Hunt and Ariel's Blessing. The archers both combined to kill 5 warriors out of Sigvald's unit. Yeah, on to Chaos turn 2. Okay, Chaos turn 2. Hell Cannon charged the tree man on the left. Shagath charged the tree man on the right. The Sigvald's unit failed to charge Orion, and the ogres failed to charge the Wild Riders. Ogres rolling a whopping double 1 for their charge distance. The other unit of warriors marched up to try to take care of the archers. The Shagath easily, I think he took 1 wound, maybe 2 wounds from the dryads, but he killed a whole bunch and then ran them down. Dogs refaced go inward. I had no better idea where to go with them. And yeah, on to Wood Elves. Alright, Wood Elves turn 2. Tree man charged the flank of the Shagath. Orion charged in to duel with good old Sigvald, and the Wild Riders charged into my ogres. So in magic phase, she got off the Wild Hunt irresistibly on the tree man to give it an extra attack. I don't think he needed it, but it cost her a wound for her trouble. Shooting phase, dropped down 6 warriors. Short range, strength 4 bows are pretty good. Hitting on 3s, winning on 4s. They're not too shabby. Other than that, the Wild Riders put 5 wounds on the ogres, but then the ogres killed half of them. They needed to do a break test on a 5, and they succeeded. And then Sigvald and Orion fought. Sigvald put a couple of wounds on, or 1 wound, I think, on Orion, and Sigvald took 1 wound in return. But static combat res and killing the dogs made Orion lose a couple more. So, and then we have a Gimp fight, a Hell Cannon versus a Tree Man. They do like 1 wound here and there over turns, so it's kind of funny. On to Chaos turn. Alright, Chaos turn. I charged the left dogs into the flank of his Wild Riders, or her Wild Riders, I should say. I moved up my right dogs to redirect the Tree Man, so he maybe couldn't get to my warriors. I didn't get far enough in the way. I also reduced his strength or toughness by 1. I think it was toughness. Yeah. And I think I did that from a miscast from my wizard on the left. So, lost a few more guys there. Orion popped due to combat res, so no +1 attack for Sigvald. Her archers combining, or I moved towards her archers. And the dogs and the ogres killed all but 2, but they got away. And then I don't think the Hell Cannon or Tree Man did anything to each other. So, on to Wood Elves turn 3. Alright, Wood Elves turn 3. Yeah, I didn't have my dogs far enough away, or in front of the Tree Man, so he charged right in and does what he does best to infantry. Kills him. I held because of the Stubborn Crown on my BSB. The archers targeted the ogres this time because they were closer. The wonderful Wild Riders didn't rally and fled. I did 1 more wound to the Tree Man. Yeah, that was pretty much it for Wood Elves turn 3. Okay, Chaos turn 3. My dogs declared the charge against her Wild Riders, causing them to flee off the board. My ogres reformed and made it swift to go towards the Tree Man to help out the Hell Cannon. On hindsight, I probably should have went the other way. The Hell Cannon was kind of holding up just fine, but oh well. Marched up Sigvald's unit to try to tangle with the archers, and the Tree Man wiped out my wizard and the rest of the unit, so it's a BSB by himself. I think the BSB put another wound on him. I lowered his toughness by 3 this time. Yeah, dogs moved up to challenge archers, so on to Wood Elf turn. Alright, Wood Elf turn 4. Tree Man easily beat my BSB in combat. He's got 4 wounds on him. Turned to face my the flank of Sigvald's unit. Archers combined to kill another set of good old warriors. I've lost a couple wounds on the Hell Cannon, and she's lost 4 wounds on the Tree Man. I think she cast regeneration on the Tree Man to make sure that the BSB didn't do a lot more damage to it, and dispelled the toughness debuff. So on to Chaos 5. Okay, Chaos 5. The Hounds declared a crazy long charge at the archers. She held, and then Sigvald's unit charged, declared charge at the left archers. Stand and shoot. She killed a couple more, and actually made the 10-inch charge to get there, so I got lucky. The dogs got out of the way just enough for my ogres to get in there and help out the Hell Cannon. They put the last wounds on the Tree Man at the cost of an ogre or so, and then they reformed to face the center. I moved my dogs on the right up so they'd be more in the flank, because I figured one stand and shoot in there, and they were dead. So, okay, yeah, on to Wood Elf turn 5. Okay, Wood Elf turn 5. Her wizard had died to a miscast, I think, last turn, so it's down to just the one unit of archers and the wounded tree man. So the last unit of archers tried to march, successfully made the leadership check, and then marched away. Tree man moved over and strangle rooted. I got Sigvald, a wizard, and my champion left in that unit. Other than that was it in her turn. On to Chaos turn 6, final round. Okay, Sigvald couldn't see the tree man, so he declared the charge at the archers. Archers fled, only fled like 5 inches. It was a long, I had to roll like a 10 or an 11 to get there, and I rolled a 12. So Sigvald ran down some archers. Everything else just kind of moved around the tree man. I think I fired my hell cannon at him, missed. And final Wood Elf turn. And here's how the game ended. Tree man went over and strangle rooted the unit. Almost all the hits went on Sigvald, but he easily brushed him off with his 1+ armor save. And there's the game. Crushing victory for the, maybe not crushing victory, but it's still a good victory for the Chaos in the first round. I got 3 of the bonus points, which were declaring charges. I declared more than 3 charges, so I got 3 bonus points. So I am 1 win with 18 points going into game 2.